Welcome, you guys. This is our Beyond the Title series. It's my favorite thing. You are hearing from leaders who have done and accomplished what you want to do and accomplish. And they say, do what people do if you want what they want. And I'm telling you, the leaders on these calls are the people you want to follow. And tonight's leader, everyone is so excited about. I am getting messages nonstop like, oh, I've been waiting for Jennipher. I've been waiting for this one. I'm so excited. I have known this woman for over a decade. I have worked with her for a long time. She is the most just straight to the point leader who's going to give you exactly what you need to hear. She is full of love as well. And I am just, she's more than a business partner to me. She is my fam. Her family's my family. Her mom is my mama. And my second mom, she's probably going to marry me and Will. I'm gonna have her be my person that marries us, and I am just really excited. Jennipher, everyone knows who you are, but let's just give a little recap of who you are and kind of your just a little bit of your story.
Well, hello everybody, Millionaire Mastery. I am so excited to be here. Hi, Cindy. Hi. So many familiar faces that I have just seen like literally 48 hours ago. So good to see you guys again. I literally feel like this is a reunion every single time we come together. And that's different this time around. I do got to say, you guys, like what we are building, what we are doing, it feels different. And I'm very honored to be a part of it. So I've been with network marketing now 11 years. Yes, I've known Amber for since the start, since day number one. I have known that woman. So we have grown together. We are definitely family at this point, business partners. And most importantly, we are growing together. Like she's growing as a leader, I'm growing as a leader, we're growing as a community, individually, collectively, and now here at this new brand. It's been awesome. I'm a single mom now of six. When I first started network marketing 11 years ago, I was a stay-at-home mom, full time, one income, and I was like really about the discount originally, and then I wanted to like when I recognized I could make money, then I was like, okay, let me help contribute to my one income family. And through that process, life started lifing, and I became a single mom in the last 10 years, not once but two different times, you guys. And network marketing has saved my ass. Okay, if you are a woman on this call, I gotta preach it right now. Always have your shit on the side, your fallback. I'm a mother of six, like I said, four of them being girls. And I'm gonna teach them that, you guys. We're in life, and I really do passionately believe that as women, we should have something to fall back on. I'm all about like, marriage and that kind of thing. But when shit gets tough, you gotta have something, and network marketing is for everybody. You don't need a degree. You can start at any season, chapter, age in your life. When you get this aha moment, whether you want something more, whether you want security, or you just want a community of individuals, you need positivity in your life. It fits in all different chapters, seasons, and niches that women go through. And that's what pumps me up about network marketing. Married, single, man, woman, rich, poor, smart, street smart. It's like everybody can fit in here. And that gets me pumped up because if you know me, I'm about community and I'm about everybody, and I want everybody to be special. And if you've been in my orbit, in my circle, I'm gonna make sure you feel seen. I'm gonna make sure that you are understanding that you are part of something. There's no ego here. And especially this next time around, you guys, I freaking love it. And I'm gonna get real fired up about it because we are at the right place, right time, right upline, right downline, right sideline. And if I feel good about something, honey, all you got to do is put a mic in my hand and I'm going to shout it from the rooftop. So I'm everybody's biggest cheerleader right now. And I want you guys to feel that here today. Right place, right time.
Yes, we feel it. We feel it. So like I love your energy. I always have. That's why we connect. Okay, so we want to know, single mom of six, what does your day look like? Like how do you how do you be mom and run this gigantic organization?
I'm gonna go back to my girl Leanne and how she spoke about time blocking. I forget, Leanne, what you called it exactly. It's actually a method of operation. So if you could drop that in the chat, I saw you on here. But it's essentially, you guys, about time blocking and fitting in what you can in those increments of time, and then going back, being mom, being wife, being, present. Like, you have to time block and make this business work in your chapter, in your season that you are in. If you got small babies like me, like it's been for the last 12 months that I've been with the business, this is different. Okay. I've been 10 years. I've got 6 kids. Children have been at different ages, but at this particular time, it's hard as shit. Okay. It's really hard. So I'm going to go back to this 20 minutes. 20 minutes and just compound that 20 minutes throughout 24 hours. You could do anything for 20 minutes, right? Until you get to that 6 months, but it's 20 minutes a day. Can I do a live? Can I do, and a live can be 20 minutes, y'all. Can I post for 20 minutes? Can I do shout outs for 20 minutes? Can I have a couple conversations in those 20 minutes? Okay, now I'm going to go do lunch, and now I'm going to go, hang with the kids. And if you are at home and your kids are at school, you're in a season and a chapter where you might have to let the dishes go. You might have to let, the homemade meals happen, because I also believe that this business, it's in a sequence of seasons. It's a sprint in a marathon. Okay. You're doing sprints in a marathon. So your sprint is your 20 minutes, and then the marathon is how much time until. Is it going to take you a year? Is it going to take you 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? I'm 11 years deep, you guys. I feel like I'm hitting the year after the 10 damn years, but that's 20 minutes every single day. So I just fit in what I can. And if I, like I said in training, if I'm doing better than I did yesterday, I'm giving it the best that I can, I feel like I'm winning. And you got to feel like you're winning in this business. You got to build your confidence. And that does go to celebrating yourself to some capacity. So 20 minutes a day, break it down. Some days are better than others, but ultimately that compound effect, if you build it, they will come. Okay. So yeah, just what I can do, network marketing is designed to fit into your life, and they don't want you sacrificing one thing over the other. Just figure out the chapter season that you're in and do the best that you can. Your day is coming. Trust me, your time is coming.
It
Can't give
is
up
because
now.
I remember when we first came over to pharmacy, and that's exactly what you said. If you build it, they will come. And your team definitely is showing that to be true. Like, so exciting. Um, what's one thing that people might assume about you, or even just assume about being a single mom who has a high level career, that could be further from the truth?
um I don't think anyone assumes anything, because I feel like I'm very vocal and honest with where I'm at. If I'm Hot Mess Express and I don't have my shit together, you're gonna know, but you're always gonna also understand that I'm working on it, that I'm working to get better. If I don't know the answer, I don't pretend like I do. I say I'm gonna figure it out, and then I go figure it out. So I feel like authenticity and honesty is so key. People connect through your weaknesses and not through your strengths. So I really believe in being like an authentic leader. My team knows when I'm going through shit. They know I've had a really rough last year. I make sure that they know, because we're all human at the end of the day. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I have all my shit together every single day, that I'm an amazing leader and I don't do anything wrong. I'm like, ladies, we're here building something. I'm struggling. And then my team comes up and they show up, and there's like Leanne, who I see, she comes up and she's like, I'm gonna do Sunday's call, and Lori comes through and she's like, I'm gonna do this for you, and we work collectively together because we have a vision, which is to empower each and every single one of us, and every one of us wants to win. So I'm honest, y'all. Like, I'm honest with my network, I'm honest with my team, I'm honest with myself. I don't have it all figured out. I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and when I see that something works, when I see something works, I spread that. I let my, I communicate with my girls and I let them know, like, this is working. And if something isn't working and I see it's not working, I'm also very vocal about that. I let them know, hey, listen, this isn't gonna work, or this is working against you, against us, right? It's against us. We're building this together. We're individual, but we're also together. Like, one bad apple can freaking ruin the entire batch, you guys. So I'm honest.
Mhm. Mhm. Um, One thing I was gonna say there, when you were talking about just being open with your team and just your growth, I want you guys, because we have aspiring leaders on this call. I want you guys to really take note of that. Jennipher, who's built such a huge business and a huge name for herself in network marketing, how she said she's still growing, she's still showing up, she's still learning. That's one thing that I've seen the difference between leaders that make it long term and leaders that fizzle out is when you think that you know it all, when you think that you're done growing and you've hit the top, I'm telling you, that's when you start to go back. So I really want you guys to take note of that. And Jen, I know this is like off our regular talking points, but personal development, let's talk about that. How does that fit into your leadership, into your life?
You guys, without personal development, like, you are lacking the fuel that you need to strengthen the muscle. When I don't do personal development, I feel it. And when I feel it, my team is going to feel it. And the results are going to be also affected. So you got to look at it like this. It's like, if there was a formula for success and personal development was like number one out of the five things that you need to be doing, and you're not doing it because you forgot or because you're already on a high and your cup is full, then it needs to be so habitual, because without it, the ramifications. And with it, I'm telling you the strength. So make sure that you're using it, and just even being aware of the importance is half the battle. If you're aware, like after this call, I don't, because listen, one point I heard personal development, I'm like, I don't need therapy. This is 10 years ago. I had no freaking idea. Like, I'm like, that sounds like somebody that's like depressed or whatever. No, we need personal development to strengthen and to get us to be stronger in our minds and sharper. And so just knowing that, I make sure that I'm cognitive about putting it into my daily routine. Like, wake up in the morning, 20 minutes. And if I don't do it, like, I have grace for myself, but I want to give you, as a leader, the formula for success. That's what leadership is. It's figuring it out, and then it's letting everybody know. There's no gatekeeping. There's in leadership, true leadership is letting everyone know, hey guys, this is what I'm doing. You should do this. This works a little bit better, and giving the tips, because you've seen the leaders. They don't want to tell you what they're doing. They're
Mhm.
keeping it to themselves. We've all experienced it. No, you guys, you got to, as a leader, want to let your team know. And on this team, everybody's letting everybody know. That's why we're doing these calls. That's why we're having success. That's why we are one of the biggest teams in the company, leading from all the way Renee down. It's the proof is in the pudding. So, it's knowing what works and then doing it, and not avoiding doing the work. Do your personal development, and celebrate yourself when you do it. Make it so habitual that you don't feel good when you don't do it.
I love that. So, what I want to know is, what did the early days of building your business look like? 'Cause a lot of people, that's what they're in right now. They're in those early days. So, what was your like, I'm all in moment, and how did that look for you?
So I'm going to go back 10 years ago, because I was with three companies I've been with in my lifetime in network marketing. I was with first it was a jewelry company, and then I went to Beachbody, and I was doing nutrition, funny enough, full circle over here, quickly as a discount. And then I started to do the last prior company. I think everyone knows what that is. And in that company, I was just for the discount, but I had my son, my fourth child. I was married at the time. I had my fourth son. And after, probably age, I was around 31 years old, had my fourth child. And after he was born, I was like, okay, I've been 10 years at home, just completely dedicated to my children. I haven't had a job since, like, I was 18. I started having kids very young, 21 years old. I think I actually worked up until I had the baby at 21. um and it was after he was born. I just said, you know what? I want to see if I can accomplish something. I just want to see if I can carry through. I didn't go to college. So it started off as a personal challenge at first. I was like, okay, so what I'm going to go for this status. Okay, cool. Then let me figure out what the formula is. Let me figure out what the formula is. And I've been working on the formula for the last 10 years. Okay. Like, it doesn't stop. So you figure out pieces of the formula and you compound them. And then 10 years later, we're at a new company with knowing what works, what doesn't work, what works, what doesn't work. And we're going to keep on figuring it out as life changes. But, personal development was one of those things. And as far as the aha moment, I had my son Shane. Some of you guys may have remembered when he was just a newborn sleeping on my lap as I did my lives every single day. I showed up and it was just a mere decision. It wasn't any easier. I had a brand newborn and I went to events. The first event I ever actually met Amber at was in Pennsylvania. I had a 5-month-old baby and I went in a snowstorm like a psychopath because nothing was going to stop me. Once I made that decision, I was like, I'm going and I'm not getting left behind. I was the only one with the baby at that time. And these girls they're pumped up. They've made their decision. And I said, I'm not getting left behind. And I don't want you guys getting left behind either. Like sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you got to make sacrifices. Sometimes you do things out of your comfort zone. In particular, at that time, for me to leave my house with my 5-month-old baby and drive 2.5 hours to an event on a whim that network marketing is a real true thing, there hadn't even been evidence yet at this point. And I just went and I became inspired. I met Amber. I met Kanisha at that point. I went with my sister, some of my team members, and it just became my mom even came to that event. And I feel like I was.
Oh no, I think it froze, you guys. Yeah, it froze for me too. Let me see if I can get Jen, Jen back. I seen she was in the car. Man, it was getting so good too. Hang on 1 second. So good. We'll get her back. We'll get her back. Okay. She'll come back here in a sec. Man. Okay, and then if you guys have questions for her at the end, we can do some of that too. Let me just make sure she has this. Let me shoot a text real quick. Lost connection. Yes. I'm gonna say, come back. I can edit this out of our replay. Y'all don't leave. It's getting to the good part here in a second. All right, she'll be back here in a sec. Her phone might have went dead too, you guys. This is what being a mom running a business looks like. Nope, not just you. I think it was just the internet connection. I'm not driving. I'm parked in my driveway. Waiting to go in. All right, you guys. Let me see what she says. You like the glasses? Thank you. Our next event, you guys, is going to be in Michigan. Who are we going to see? Oh, is that Jen? Is that Jen? Charge your phone 3 times today. That means you're working. Okay, guys. I think she has to put her phone back on. Gosh, Jen, though, I just love how she delivers things. She always brings so much fire. Michigan isn't far. Well, you best be there. You best be there. It's gonna be good. I need to find some fun things to do after, and I would love to do like an opportunity event to begin with. Hey, I need her back. I need you back, Jen. I'm gonna say it was just getting so good. All right, I shot another text out. I feel like we need to do like a karaoke or something up in here until she comes back. All right, let's give it just a minute. I bet she's like, oh shoot. Where's my charger? Oh, there she is. There she is. There she is. Woo! You know what? You know what? It tries to make us not hear what we need to hear, but she is back. Let me get her as a host really quick. All right, spotlight. There we go. Make host. Jen, people are like, I was getting into this. Get her back. You're on mute, baby.
Oh, look, the devil tries to come and keep the message, y'all. You are so right. Quit playing with me. I was talking to Clara today. Same thing. We're having a conversation. I'm telling you, so if I go out again, I'll be back. Okay, if you're still hanging on. But my phone keeps going out. AT&T, what you trying to do? The devil, not today, Satan. Yeah, I forgot
Uh,
what we were saying.
well, let's jump into the next one. What leadership lesson did you learn the hard way?
Oh, that's a good one. What leadership lesson did I learn the hard way? Mm. People, I took my own experience and made it work. People want to be seen. People want to be heard. They want to be validated. And I kind of like, I think I've always been like an outsider in a weird way, my whole life. And I don't like how that feels. Therefore, the things that happened turned into being my strengths. I was able to identify a weakness and turn it into a strength. And so when I see that happen, I think when I saw around when I didn't say things, when I saw things happening that I should have spoke up about, I feel like that was a lesson to be learned. Because I went to an event one time. It was actually GoPro, and this guy had talked about on stage, sometimes in your organization you have wolves. You have people that are not good for your team, and we don't say anything. We just let it go because for whatever reason we think, I don't want to disturb, and this person is on the team and they're a big part of the team, and they've got, we're afraid to cut it off and let it go and cut it off before it turns into a beast. And this guy said, tame the beast before he turns into a giant. And I've not done that in past, and it has always come to bite me in the ass. Okay, one bad apple, like I said, can turn into freaking spoiling the whole batch. So I would suggest, if you see something, you say something. You guys, we're building a business. Don't be so scared. Like, yes, we're all friends here, but we're building something. And if you are driven like me, like there is no plan B, you're going to have those conversations with your leaders, with your upline, with your downline, with your sideline. And you're going to come from a loving place. Okay. Of course, obviously in this business, you got to have people skills, like Cassandra said on the stage, but you also got to be willing to tell people where they're going wrong. You got to say, like, hey girl, like you got to be, you're selling yourself short. You're
Mm.
not showing up. You got to change your profile picture. You got to get the negativity off. You got to, like, not put the wrong people in the places where they shouldn't be if they're not doing the right things either. I learned about trading time for effort. And sometimes we put people in the wrong place who really aren't doing the effort. Like,
Mhm.
I think that that's where I've screwed up before, but not this time around.
We learn from the mistakes, right? We just get
Hmm.
better. All right,
Hmm.
6 kids and a business. How do you balance ambition with being present with your family?
It's like we're gonna do the reward system. We're gonna celebrate when mommy's where mommy needs to be, because mommy's doing this for everybody. So I have the conversations with them, and then give credit where credit is due. If kids are like, my kids are inside right now, I said you guys are gonna have to help out with the babies because they're not asleep and I have them. I told Amber this earlier because normally my kids, I'm doing 50-50 with my little ones. So I plan my team calls and the things like that when I have the time. But tonight I was like, you know what? No, you guys are going to help out because you're going to help out because it's a team effort, and they have to understand that I bring them on the journey as much as I can. No different than we bring, people in our network that are watching us succeed and grow on the journey. So yeah, you got, like, don't get so hung up on like success and doing the things that you forget about the people that you're doing it for. But that does require discipline, and again, it does require that time blocking, right? That 20-minute, they want quality time. I was just playing hide and go seek and running around my house like a psycho before I came on here, before I traded the kids off to Bridget. I was just like, okay, listen, we're gonna do this, and then mommy's gonna work, and you're not gonna complain that mommy's gonna be working because I'm working for you guys.
Yes. What do you do when you're in a funk and you need to get your spark back? Because not every day is rainbows, okay? Especially with 6 kids, it can get really freaking hard.
Hmm. When I'm in a funk, I pray. I pray and I give it to my faith and I sit in gratitude and I say thank you Lord for bringing me this far. I promise if you continue to bless me, bless my business, bless my family, I will give all the glory to you. And somehow I feel better after that.
Hmm.
So I just compound and here we go another day.
I love that. Okay, so you're a motivational speaker. I've seen you speak on some of the biggest stages in network marketing. What's one message you feel called upon to share with women right now in this stage of your life?
Don't wait, don't waste time. You guys, we
Mm.
know where we're supposed to be, and we have this internal calling within us. And sometimes all it requires is an activation. And every single day that you do not answer that call is the day that when you finally do, because I believe within yourself that you will, that you'll say, I wish I would have answered sooner. So the moment, activate on it. You know, if God puts it on your heart and it's a dream within you, Les Brown has said before and motivated me, it's in your orbit, it's in your vortex, it's in your ability to achieve it. It is a small little mustard seed planted within you, and you just have to daily steps take towards that pathway, that destiny, and you will arrive. And on your way there, you be the best human you can be. You do right by everybody and you make them feel seen and heard and validated. And I promise you, you will be blessed and your business will be blessed. And one day, anybody that did you wrong or told you no or was a naysayer or told you that business was stupid or it's a waste of your time, they're going to want to sit and right by your side and ask you how you did it. And that
Amen.
yeah, and I sit here and I just wait for that day with patience because it's coming. Like Emre said on the call, what did he say? It's only a matter of time. It's only a
Hmm.
matter of time, honey. Every single day. We got the formula, we got the products, we got the comp plan, we got the community, and now it's only a matter of time. But you got to show up in your business. That's it. Winners don't quit, and quitters never win.
Amen to that. All right, my favorite part, the rapid fire questions.
Oh
First thing
shit.
that comes to mind. Here we go. Here we go. Coffee or energy drinks?
Coffee, coffee, coffee.
Coffee. Most
Lori,
used app on your phone?
Instagram.
Yes, me too. A
Mhm.
quote you live by?
Do unto others as you would want done unto you.
I love that. A song that always gets you in your boss mode?
Oh God. Well, the newest one on the ride to the airport, Jessica was playing. I started from the bottom. Now I'm here. I
I love it. Oh no,
started. I don't know how it goes, but it's a good one.
it's a good one.
I'll
Started
play
from
it
the
in the
bottom,
chat.
now my
I'll
whole
play it in the
team
page.
here.
Yes,
What's
it's.
that's your next walkout song?
It said I started to say sorry, but fuck that shit. I don't know if I can say that.
It's allowed here. We embrace it. We're Tony Robbins up in here.
uh
What's one thing you tell the version of yourself just starting out?
I would say continue to do it with a smile on your face. Don't let the world bring you down. Don't let anybody dampen your smile and keep on showing up.
I love. And we are so thankful. That is all we got for you tonight. Everyone was so excited. I will have this up on the YouTube channel very soon. You guys follow Jennipher, do what she does so you can have what she has. I learned that early on in my career. Follow the people who are getting the results that you want. See how they show up online. See how they post. See how they're interacting in their comments. See how they're presenting themselves and duplicate what you want to be and find the people you want to align with and want to be like and duplicate what they're doing. You'll have what they have eventually. So I love you guys and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye, everybody. Bye, Jen. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.